Hello there, everyone. Hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to the topic on regulating emotions. And for this topic, we will begin with the think, feel, act activity. And in order to illustrate this activity, I have with me some materials. In this box with me over here are a deck of cards containing cards that represents certain thinking, feeling, or actions that a person could have. So when I open this deck, I have with me different cards that are labeled differently: think, feel, and act. And there are also descriptions of those thinking, feeling, and actions. For example, a think card could be labeled as they are going to make me, or a feel card could be a feeling of excitement and engagement, or an action card could sound something like this: getting more information. Occasionally, I might also encounter a blank card just like this. So a blank card can be chosen when there aren't any appropriate or accurate description of think, feel, and act that I'm able to pick. In that case, I could pick a blank card and to write down what best represents my, in this case, thinking at the time. So to illustrate this activity, I would like to use this as an example of an upsetting or unpleasant situation that I have recently encountered. So during this period of the movement control order during the COVID-19 outbreak, I had encountered an upsetting situation online in a Facebook discussion group. So in that situation, there were a group of people who were blaming others for not wearing face masks while they were out at the supermarket. At the present time, there aren't enough face masks going around, and in fact, protective equipment, even for our frontliners at the hospitals or even those who are actively trying to combat this disease, aren't getting enough face masks as it is. So I was thinking at the time that she or he is being stupid, unreasonable, or even providing inappropriate comments online. It is not that others do not want face masks, but it's just that they aren't able to get it, even if they wanted to. And that made me feel really critical and judgmental in that situation. It makes me feel that these people are privileged to have stockpile on those face masks, but not everyone else. And as a result, then I'm acting in a way that's being overly serious or intense. I wrote back, which isn't very characteristic of my behavior. I'm usually a silent observer. Now, if I were to actually go back in time and to go through that same situation again, I could ask myself, could I have done anything differently? So instead of thinking she or he is being stupid, I instead went through the deck of cards again and see if there's any thinking that could possibly change if I were to go through that situation again. And then I picked this particular card over here. And this card says, what part of this is my responsibility? So when I'm having the thought that she or he is being stupid, I'm instead picking an alternative card, which is what part of this is my responsibility? And when I'm thinking of the question, what part of this is my responsibility? I also realize as I'm looking through the cards that I could act differently as well. So I could take initiative and be proactive instead. So after that incident, after going through the think card and act card again, I instead decided to donate some items for the stray animals out there in order for them to receive enough food. And in fact, I'm even planning to donate to those who are financially affected in the current situation. And as a result, in terms of my feeling, I instead then picked a card which shows caring, loving, and compassion. So initially, I was thinking he or she is being stupid. As a result, I was feeling critical and judgmental, and I was acting by being overly serious. I went through the cards again, and this time around, I pick the think card, which is what part of this is my responsibility. And I wanted to feel love, care, and compassion towards others through these difficult times. And lastly, I took action to be proactive and to take the initiative to be helpful instead. So this is an illustration of how the deck of cards can be used for the think, feel, and act. Similarly, this can be applied to you as well. So the think, feel, and act cards, after this explanation, we could all be doing it together in the forum. There are cards of different colors, green, gray, and red, that are being uploaded as attachments alongside your forum. This includes cards that are think, feel, and act. So similar to myself, think of a stressful or upsetting situation that has recently happened to you. You could take your time to note this down, either on the message board or even on a notebook first of what actually happened. And as a result, then you go through the cards and take cards that represent how you are thinking, feeling, and acting at that point in time. Again, you can note that down and ask yourself, if you were to encounter that situation again, would you want to think, feel, or act differently? So again, go through the deck of cards and see if there's any thinking, feeling, or action cards that could be different if you want to go through the situation again. And if yes, then you note down which card was that. So in my situation, I selected the think card first. It could go in any order for you, whether think, feel, or act. And when you do select one of those different cards, evaluate again, does any other cards change as well as a result of that? So if you had changed your act card, would your think or feel card also change as a result of that? So you could either change just one card, or if you notice that there are more changes that are happening, you could even change more than one. In fact, you could even have more than one act card, because not only, let's say, you want to act in a way that's proactive and taking initiative, you might also want to act in a different way. There could be more than one behaviors, there could be more than one thought. Similarly, you are going to note that down, and when you have completed the think, feel, and act for both times, you are to write it down and post it up in the forum. I will be very excited to read through them and to participate with you to have that meaningful discussion together. So I shall be meeting you at the forums. See you soon.